So they diverted most of the questions so far that people have asked, but there's 22 Indigenous and environmental campaigners in there. It was quite sad to see the Chileans' questions just completely be diffused, and Jack Nasser was extremely rude to him, asking who he was representing and why he was there. There were some really great questions put forward by Mitch and Donna Jackson and Uncle Kevin Buzzacott, which were extremely moving. The funny thing in there is that a majority of their shareholders, at least 60% or so, are over 65 years old and love the company. A woman put forward quite a good question. She has been a shareholder for most of her life. Her parents were shareholders and they've passed those shares on to her, and she asked questions about the Great Artesian Basin and how old and that water is, and that they should definitely stop taking water from there. And she wasn't necessarily opposed to the expansion at Olympic Dam, but she just wanted them to stop taking water from the Gab and to put the desal plant in and start just taking water from the Spencer Gulf. And Jack Nasser his response to her was, "It seems like you have great love for the Gab and great love for BHP, and we really appreciate your question." So that was quite odd. But so far I think that there's about 10 people that put forward questions to the board. If they were not answered at all, they were asked to submit their questions to the federal government, which was quite interesting also. It is quite full on for traditional owners. Obviously they're getting displaced from their country. BHP don't consult with them at all and are profiting billions of dollars from basically trashing their homeland.
Just now, Chairman cut the question time. He ran out of patience, but what's astonishing is that, well, even Chair, he was, well, the smart guy, running smoothly, but what's surprising is that those shareholders, old blogs, started yelling and cut it short, shut up, or was yelling. They don't have even a patience to listen to. They just keep yelling, ask questions when our friends are making statements. The real owner of this land asking questions. They have a right to speak out once a year. They don't have patience. Those old blogs, they worry about their pension. They ask questions about dividends. They only talk about dividends. And when the original people speaks up, they say just ask questions. This is the most disgusting moment in this annual general meeting. And then at the end, Chairman just ran out of patience. And they cut the question, and then now they move on to the next item. So I just want to...
I reckon overall, as far where I'm looking from, I think we did all right, because all morning we held up there what would have been their straightforward AGM. They would have been talking about bucks and further development and all that stuff. But I reckon because we all got in there, and I don't know how many all told. How many of us all told? Can somebody give me a figure? How many of us all told?
21.
21 of us was in there. So all morning they had to listen to us and not talk about their money and counting their money. So I reckon that really got up their nose. And they've been there finishing off their money talk now, and I reckon they'll be still arguing about us mob. Who'll let them mob in? Next time don't. So we may not get back next time. Not 21 in here, they might just put a couple just to make it look good. But I thought that was good, and they're pretty rude and nasty people, as we know. They were cutting off people, not letting you talk properly. And how you wanted to talk, it was like a full-on pressure. So it's a bit insulting, you know, it insults you, because a lot of us come from a long way, and we didn't come in to be insulted by them mob. But anyhow, we had a good message to give them. Some might have took it, but some may never take it. One of my arguments was how they influence how good they are in their work as far as destroying the earth. They know how to do that well. And us fellas, we love the earth. We don't want to destroy the earth, but them mob want to kill the earth and get all the money and whatever, mineral, gold, diamonds, whatever, uranium. And everybody by now must know what uranium is. And they've seen the Fukushima and all that other stuff, Nagasaki and all that. Whatever we do, we let them know we're still around and we do care. That's the main thing. And we can't actually do it without all you mob, all you beautiful people, and looking after us when we come here and all that. Don't forget BHP Billiton. It's got headquarters here in Melbourne, and they're killing us out there, killing the whole country. Our creators, and our people, they'll be sort of like turning in their graves if they know what's happening to our country. And if we don't do anything, and that's why people like us do things about it, we go and try to stop it. We haven't started yet. Why don't we get a few more troops together and make a noise? If you don't do it, if you don't help save the world, or save the environment, well, what can I say? That's what the human being was put on earth for in the first place. They weren't put on they was put on the earth, they was given all the beautiful little places. You have that square, I'll have that square, we'll have that square, you could have that one, and so forth. And then they mucked it up. Now they come out here and they want to muck our place up. Our paradise, our Garden of Eden. But we haven't started yet. Don't make me wild because I'll go back in there now. Oh my God, we're going to go back in there now? I don't know what happened to Izzy and